Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Agil Fajrin Mulyana, and in this video, I'd like to tell you about what pragmatic in general. But first of all, let me inform you that this video is made for completing the final assignment for Introduction to Linguistic Subject by Mr. Andra Rianto. So let's begin. Let's first start by looking at the definition of pragmatic. Pragmatic is a branch of linguistics that studies the use of language in communicative contexts, involving meaning that arises from the situation and purpose of speaking. So, pragmatic explores how language is used in specific situations, considering the speaker's intention and the listener's understanding. So, now we move on to definition of deixis. Deixis refers to the use of words or phrases that depend on context and speakers, such as personal, place, and time pronouns that rely on situational references. So basically, the definition of deixis, in other words, is the use of words or phrases to refer a specific time, place, and person in context. And now, let's talk about deixis type. There are three types of deixis, which is personal, spatial, and temporal. And among these three types, they are all using the speaker's perspective. We had to form of deixis type, which is proximal when something is near the speaker, and distal when something is away from the speaker. First of all, personal deixis. Personal deixis is normally realized by personal pronouns, first person, second person, and third person. We can see the example here. I killed the snake is the example of personal deixis, which is unspecific. The actor or the doer is unspecific because there is no reference mentioned sooner or later. So when I say I killed the snake, so the actor must be me, myself. But when you say I killed the snake, so you are the actor. And then spatial deixis. Spatial deixis is associated with the relative location of people and things. It is normally characterized by demonstrative, such as word, that, here, or purple motion, which is come or go. For example, I'll wait you here. The word here is the deictic expression in this sample, because here is a spatial deixis which is kind of unspecific as well, like I said earlier. Only the speaker and listener could understand what here means in this sentence, because they don't say a specific location of here, but only the listener and the speaker share the knowledge about it. And also it applies when we say, come here. I mean, let's say I'm now standing in front of my laptop. So when I call my friend right there, like maybe 3 meters away from me, I will say, hey, come here. And he should also reply, okay, I'll go there, because it makes sense that because since I'm the speaker, so it is a proximal. I'm saying a proximal spatial deixis. Come here, and he replied using distal, which is away from me, away from the speaker. And the last one is temporal deixis. It deals with time or tenses. Let's compare the first example here. I was in the UK then versus I'll see you there. I was in the UK then. Then is the same dialectic expression as the second example is I'll see you then. But in the first example, the word then indicate past tense, which is happened in the past or already happened. I was in the UK then. And the second is I'll see you then, which indicate future. So we can conclude that even the same dialectic expression could have different meaning based on the context. And also, the next example of temporal dialectics is let's gather tonight. Let's gather tonight. Tonight is the dialectic expression. There is no specific time mentioned, like maybe 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., or so on. But the word tonight indicate that night when the utterance is spoken. So it applies when we hear the utterance. Like if today I say, let's gather tonight. So the time is the night time in today. Next on conversational implicator. Conversational implicator are additional meaning that arise from an utterance beyond the literal meaning, often based on shared assumptions and knowledge between the speaker and listener. It's almost the same. In conversational implicator, we explore how the intended meaning goes beyond what is actually said. For example, has the guest arrived? Oh, there's a blue car in parking lot. This is the example of implication. We must succeed in exploring how the intended meaning goes beyond what is actually said. So the speaker is said has the guest arrived. So semantically, the answer should be yes, he has or she has arrived. The guest has arrived. But instead of that, speaker B replied, there is a blue car in the parking lot. But we could understand because the context is asking whether the guest is arrived or not. So by answering there is a blue car in the parking lot, so we might assume that the blue car belonged to the guest, which means the guest has arrived. And next, preposition. Prepositions are a speaker's initial assumption or guesses about listener knowledge, beliefs, or attitudes, which influence the way language is used. In a simple way, prepositions are mental projection when producing speech or sentences, which is projected by the speaker. We got an example here. Yudi's brother has 3 cars. So the prepositions are first, Yudi is a person or there are a person named Yudi that exists. And secondly, Yudi has a brother. And lastly, Yudi's brother is a rich person because he has 3 cars. So we assume those 3 things when we utter Yudi's brother has 3 cars, as stated in the example. So this is how we project what is produced in a sentence. And next, speech act. This is the last material. Speech act refer to the action carried out through language, such as stating, asking, or commanding, where the meaning lies not only in the grammatical structure, but also in its social function in a communicative sense. There are also three types of speech act, which is first, locutionary. It's basically an utterance, a linguistic form of utterance just to inform. For example, I say, I'm hungry. So I'm just telling you, I'm letting you know that I'm hungry. It's just like that. It's a mere utterance. And secondly, illocutionary. It is the same, but in our utterance, there is um, an intended purpose of what we're saying. So instead of just informing that I'm hungry to you, I I'm planning to. Like I'm intending to to put like a code to give a code to you that I'm hungry. Oh, so you might give me some food. And secondly, prolocutionary, which is the effect of the utterance or what did the listener do after hearing our utterance. So when I say I'm hungry and you bring me some food to eat, and you bring me some food to eat, that's what prolocutionary is. So the action after the utterance. I think that's all about the presentation. I'm sorry for everything and thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Langsung gimana nih, Gi? Stop dulu lah tuh. Stop share gitu. End meeting. Langsung anu dia kan? Langsung convert. Takutin karena kamu record itu